figured once I got here to Pemi Cabins, Lincoln, New Hampshire, 12 years I've waited to come back here. The best part so far, I remembered my memory card on my damn camera. Last time when I came here in 2012, I got all the way up here from Cape Cod, 3.5 hour drive, and opened up my camera to go take like pictures. Right out here is the river, you can see it. Opened up my camera, no memory card. It's like, by this point I was here to run the Kankamagus Highway, which is that way from where I am currently at. That was the thing, I was training for a marathon. I said, hey, I'm going to go up there, run some crazy hills to get prepped for this Cape Cod marathon. So that was the plan. I didn't have time to go further south and get a memory card. I went to a Rite Aid, which it's like 5 minutes away, and they were like, oh, we don't have those here. You got to go down to Plymouth. Not Plymouth, Mass. Plymouth, New Hampshire. And I said, forget it. So I took pictures with my iPhone 3, which I've already taken more pictures with my camera just getting here than I did the whole last time I was up here. And it's worth it. I mean, I wanted to shoot a video now while it was light out, because later on I'm going to do another one. And later on I will splice in photos, videos, so that it's not just me talking like a hostage video, but it'll be something where it'll better encapsulate what I've done. So yeah, it's been a scenic route. One big thing I wanted to do was stop at Hannaford's. Oh, can you see it? Oh, the logo right there. Wait, I'll make it. Nah, hell with it. We don't have Hannaford's on Cape Cod. But I went through Boston, crazy traffic. I left the house on Cape Cod at 9:30. It is a little after 6. I've been here at the cabin for 40 minutes, maybe. I wanted to go to... The first place I stopped at was the birthplace of H.H. Holmes, who is the first recognized serial killer in America. There were probably others that killed a bunch of people, but it wasn't recorded. But I went to his birthplace, which ended up, I skipped the first place I wanted to go, a place called the Swing Bridge in Milford. Fine, that's alright. Ooh, you hear that motorcycle? It's interesting, because this area it's very quiet and rural, but this time of year, it's a little bit busier. But I went to 3 different covered bridges, which those were fun. I got more pictures of covered bridges today than I will probably in the rest of my life combined. I have tomorrow major plans. Right down the street is Flapjacks. Ooh. Flapjacks is, well, breakfast place. They have world famous flapjacks. I guess they're world famous, but I gotta go there for breakfast. I'm not doing any exercise. When I get back to Cape Cod, God, I'm gonna be majorly behind where I was fitness-wise. But there is a place I'm gonna go in a little while. It's like that way. A sunset photo I've wanted for years, and I'm gonna head up there and hopefully get something worth sharing on Instagram, even if it's not Instagram worthy. Who the hell cares? It's gonna be super nice. Also, if this works out, because it poured rain on my way up here. I drove through heavier rain than I ever remember, to the point where I wanted to pull off the road, but I was in the middle of nowhere in central New Hampshire. So I just drove through it, made it, didn't get killed. So hopefully it doesn't rain again. It's pretty nice. It's a lot of blue sky. But I want to go after dark. I've got my nice camera, remembered my memory card, good boy, and I got my tripod. I want to go somewhere. If you go further this way, it's even more rural. There's Flume Gorge, Franconia Notch. I want to go that way and get some night photos. This is also the area where Betty and Barney Hill, one of, if not the first recognized alien abduction took place. There is a marker for them down the road. There's a convenience store that has a picture of an alien, like a painted mural of an alien. I'll go get a nice new picture of it. I have one with my old iPhone 3, but we don't need this right now. This is such a great setup. This table is tiny. It's like this big. I got these type chairs. And when I come back later, after taking photos, hopefully, of the sunset, then we'll do more of an in-depth kind of stream here. But I wanted to check in while it was still light out, so you could kind of see behind me and hear it. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll fix it in post-production if my voice is faded. I didn't bring my real microphone. I said, God, I brought enough stuff. I don't need to bring that too, because that would be something I'd leave behind and forget. So I'm going to go up to this place, wink, and hopefully when I come back and it's dark and we've got a light on here, I'll be able to share photos of it. But I'm here at Pemi Cabins, Lincoln, New Hampshire. It took me 8 hours to drive up here, but that's because I took the scenic route. So that's it for the daytime photos. Now it's time to go shoot the sunset. Back. It's dark out. I just got done taking the longest shower I've taken in years. It's not my hot water. The bathroom was like a sauna, just steaming. So I went and shot sunset at St. Matthew's Chapel in Sugar Hill, little village north of here. It wasn't as good as I imagined through Instagram. Still some great pictures. I'm so glad I went. I got some good video, but the ones that I saw on Instagram, they had the lupines, the purple flowers. Those are all dead this time of year, so I had to do the goldenrod. Good enough. I will tell you. So I got my phone here charging with all of my stuff I did today, because I couldn't remember everything. So I went to the birthplace of Daniel Webster in the town of Franklin. Oh man, Franklin is a spot that I was going to go through and, hey, Daniel Webster, he's an important historical figure. It'd be nice. The home was nice, but there was this great place on the way there, Franklin Falls. There was an old railroad crossing overpass. So I got some photos and videos of that. The water sounded a lot like this. But the highlight of it was this 15-foot tall kayak man. That's what made me stop. What the hell is that? Kayak man? So I pulled over, almost got hit by a car, but whatever. I got pictures of kayak man. Yeah, like I said, 3 different covered bridges. Those were fun. I took my life into my own hands a couple of times, taking pictures, walking through the covered bridge, knowing that cars could come the other way and I have nowhere to go but dive into the wall. Like I said, I went to Hannaford's because I'm a sucker like that. I need to go to Hannaford's because I haven't been there in years. Very happy, very relaxed. This was just day 1. About 280 miles I drove. Not bad. My goal was at least 500 photos and 30 minutes of video by the time I get back to Cape Cod late Wednesday night. So the plan tomorrow, besides flapjacks, I already said that. Go down the Kankamagus Highway. I'm not running, but I'm going to hike a little bit and get tons more photos and videos. Then cross over into Vermont. I have not spent more than 24 hours of my life in Vermont, and most of that was camping in Jamaica State Forest. So I'm going to cross over into Vermont. I'm, 2/3 of the way up the state of New Hampshire right now in Lincoln. So when I cross over to Vermont, I'm going to go down the scenic route and take my sweet time, taking as many photos as I can. That was what I was doing today. It took me 8 hours to get here. Good Lord. I kept stopping. There were farms with sheep. I'm just taking pictures, and the dog was barking at me, getting me in trouble. Trying to think if there's anything more that I did today. I'm looking at my notes. Oh, I found Overlook, totally by accident. Those are the best when you're driving to somewhere else and you see something and you say, I got a little bit more time. Let's go there and see what it does. See, what it is. And I went there, and it was the overlook of the White Mountains. If I had had more courage, I would have tried to take pictures while driving, but I wanted to, not get killed. So, yeah. St. Matthew's Chapel was great. My shoes got soaked. They're over on the floor. Like, I had to walk through, because it rained. It poured. I had rain and hail coming down on my car in the middle of Nowheresville, New Hampshire. So when I walked behind the St. Matthew's Chapel to try to find these lupines that were dead, my shoes got soaked, my socks are soaked, but, I had an idea that I might do something stupid to get my shoes wet. So what ended up happening was I packed another pair of shoes. My old running shoes, they're bright lime green, so God, when I try to wear them tomorrow, I'm going to get a lot of questions. Ooh, nice shoes. Yeah, shut up. That's about it for day one. I haven't done a road trip, a proper road trip overnight in almost 5 years. So it's something that I've wanted to do so long, and you think for the last 15 years, I wanted to be a travel writer, do things like driving to different places, photos, videos, research, writing about what I see, almost like a tour guide, I guess. And I haven't in so long, and this is kind of dipping my toes back in, and tomorrow's going to be really playing tourist. I haven't been through Vermont much at all, so I'm going to be doing quick pull over to the side of the road and take pictures while people beep and yell at me. That's fine. So I'll do another video like this maybe tomorrow evening. My end of the day tomorrow is Brattleboro, Vermont, so that's way down in the south. And maybe we'll do another video. I know it's not going to be as good as this. I'm sure the hotel will be good, but being here, screened in porch with the river right over there just rushing by, you can't really beat it. So I'm going to enjoy that right now. So here I am, sitting on the screened in porch at night, the river rushing behind me, had myself a nice edible. I am playing Hawaiian music, and I am just in heaven. This is definitely a top 5 night ever, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it.